What's up, everyone? Drivin and Vibin here, and we're coming to you today to talk a little bit about internet and RV life on the road. We've been doing this for 2 years now, and we just got the question again.
Yeah, so we kind of brought all of our stuff out here, and we just wanted to give you an overview of what we're using and how much we're paying for it.
So the initial question basically asked, how do we internet, and do we do any of the unlimited plans? So we use 3 ways to connect to the internet, and the first we'll talk about is the most basic one, and that's our cell phone plans.
Yeah, so we pay about like $60 a month for each of our phones. That's about
$1.20 a piece, $1.20 overall. So,
and that's 15 gigs of data a piece.
15 gigs a piece, so that's 30 gigs overall, where we're paying 120 bucks. You know, and this is all limited to our cell phone usage. It's not the best deal out there, but it's what's worked for us, you know, since we hit the road. It's our oldest and longest contract since we hit the road.
Yeah, so like when we were preparing to go full-time, we got rid of our contract with AT&T and got Straight Talk phones, that plan through Walmart and different places like that, and it seemed we didn't know how much we were going to be spending, so we liked the option to pay month to month. Yeah,
back then 2 years ago, there was not none of these cell phone plans that had no contracts. So for us, a big deal was ending our contract, our original contract, and then switching over to the Straight Talk. And just to let you know, Straight Talk is operated off the AT&T cell towers, so it's essentially just AT&T sourced out to another dealer.
Yeah, and now a lot of the cell phone companies are actually doing away with the contracts, so it's not much of an issue anymore, and they probably have some better data packages and deals like that. It's
definitely one area, I feel, of our RV living and internet where we could upgrade sooner or later. Once we need a new phone, we'll check out those other plans. So now we'll hop over to our second longest plan so far, and that is our T-Mobile hotspot. And this is essentially a hotspot. All it's used for is to connect to cellular data, and then our computers and our phones or iPad can hook up to this device.
Yeah, we pay about $100 a month for this, and we get 22 gigs of data with it and unlimited streaming. We were grandfathered into the binge on plan, so we can watch Netflix, YouTube, Hulu, all that good stuff, and it doesn't count against our data.
Yeah, so while like $100 for 22 gigs is a little pricey, because it includes the binge on, which does include all that free streaming of not only movies and TVs, but also music, so we can listen to it in our truck and not count against our data. It's been pretty worth it. And I
think it's been definitely worth it. It feels like an unlimited plan to us because it's not often we ever use all of the data on this. So that's been awesome for us. And we didn't really do a lot of research before we bought this. We just went into the store and we're like, we need a hotspot and grab this. But T-Mobile has kind of been great for us. They keep growing and growing and adding more coverage and towers. So
and once we heard of the binge on, we had a T-Mobile hotspot to begin with, which really stunk. But then once we heard of the binge on, we upgraded our hotspot, and we were able to, once we upgraded the hotspot, we could also get better connectivity throughout America. And big props to T-Mobile, because when we're boondocking, sometimes it's the fastest data we'll receive is on this device.
Definitely.
And one more thing about this before we switch, sorry. Like Olivia said, we don't always use it, and it feels unlimited to us because the streaming doesn't count against the data. It is also beneficial because they allow up to 20 gigs of rollover data. So at any certain month, we can begin the month with 40 gigs of data for $100, and that's pretty good.
Yep, so next up we have our Mobily device, also called the Connected Car, and this is through AT&T as well, right?
Yeah, so AT&T and T-Mobile are our only providers that we travel with. And this device is pretty unique because it's supposed to be used only in a vehicle. As you can see here, that's the data, or that's the port that is underneath the steering wheel. In some of the trucks or newer trucks or cars, it's built in, and they don't have this port anymore. But essentially how this is used is anytime your truck or car is running, or RV, and you have one of these ports, you plug it in and you get unlimited cellular data while the truck's running and this is powered up. And I have to say, we've been using this nonstop, 40 to 60 to maybe even 80 gigs some months. No throttling and no prioritization that we've experienced so far.
But it is not necessarily intended for the constant use that we use it for, so we're constantly waiting for them to like get rid of it or start capping and throttling the speeds.
Yeah, because part of what this Mobley is what's in Olivia's other hand over here, and this is a do-it-yourself device we bought on Amazon, and what it does is give us access to that port that's in the vehicle. So essentially this port is mimicking or exactly the same as the one in the vehicle, except it's portable, and we just connect it like this, and now it's connected.
And we have a USB port on this end that we can plug into our little 12-volt outlet above our bed.
Yeah, so we usually keep it in the RV plugged above the bed, but you know, with the USB option, you could take it to a coffee shop with you or anywhere and just plug it straight into your computer to power it.
Yeah, this little adapter though is not by the company. This
not at all.
Is made like by a person, so we have heard that some of these are faulty and don't work that great.
Ours is not even great quality. As you see, this duct tape. But you know, so you're buying one of these like do-it-yourself adapters, which is fine. You know, the device has gotten a little hot sometimes, but we keep an eye on it. But overall, it's made this Mobley an amazing addition to our arsenal of RV connectivity products, because we feel like we always have internet now.
Yeah, definitely. So if anyone has any other questions for us, please ask away. We'll answer some of those.
Yeah, I haven't seen any questions come up, so I don't know if we only have about 7 or 6 people watching right now. If you have questions, let us know. We'll be happy to answer them. A few other tools we use, other than the hotspots that we just showed you, is our WeBoost cell booster. It's been amazing. It helps us really boost signal when we're boondocking. And we also have a Wi-Fi Ranger, and that doesn't have anything to do with cellular data, but if we're in an area like an RV park or maybe a parking lot where Wi-Fi is available but a little far away, that Wi-Fi Ranger will help pull that signal and let us use it.
Yeah, we don't use that one near as much as our WeBoost, but it has come in handy a few times, especially when we're back home visiting family and friends and we're camped out in the yard. We can easily pick up the Wi-Fi from the house.
So that pretty much wraps up our, internet overview, and thank you for asking that question. We wanted to really give this video some time that we wouldn't have time in the normal Q&A that we do every Thursday to really answer it in depth. Let's see, Brent, I'm 2 weeks away from closing on my house and going full time. I have a million questions. Just keep talking.
Well, if you have any specific ones that are on your mind right now, please ask away.
And congrats.
Happy.
Yeah,
it's getting
awesome.
Very close.
And as you can see behind us, beautiful fall leaves. We're in Pagosa Springs, Colorado right now. We're boondocking right under 8,000 feet elevation, and it's been, amazing here.
Yeah, it is gorgeous. We're tucked into the pines back here. All of the little, leaves and bushes are changing colors. It is a gorgeous area. We were thinking about going into town today and maybe trying out the hot springs there.
The deepest hot springs in the world or in America, one of the two. Let's see, sorry, we got a question. Just joined, so maybe you already answered this, but what cell phone company do you use? Cover that, but if you want to overview it real quick.
So we use AT&T and T-Mobile for all of our services right now. That was kind of just what was convenient to us at the time. There was no real specific reasoning in choosing those in the first place, but they have worked out really well for us.
Yeah, and kind of what drew us to T-Mobile was they had amazing offers going on, and amazing streaming, packages, yeah. And they don't have as many of those as the one we signed up for now, or that we were grandfathered into. But that's why we kind of chose T-Mobile. Most RVers use Verizon, but we haven't found that we've needed to use it yet with the combo we have. And Verizon at the time, and I think still currently, is a little more expensive. What about washing clothes? How often and where?
So we wash clothes about once a week, and we'll either do it at a laundromat or at a campground that we're staying at. So it's always a good idea to have quarters on hand at all times.
And someone just asked about what hotspot with T-Mobile to go with. So this is just the newest one that they had on the market when we got it. Yeah,
there's a few different little models or something.
And I think it's a ZTE Falcon, maybe Falcon 90 even, if I remember correctly. But either way, ZTE Falcon. We've been using this for over 2 years, haven't had any issues with it. It's really...
we get great signal with it, and T-Mobile keeps expanding their coverage, and they are really growing fast. So they've been a good service.
Yeah, and I have to say, our AT&T, while a lot of people complain about it, and we even at certain times have complaints about it, has been great across the country.
And I think the biggest difference is the WeBoost. Someone just asked.
Yeah.
We do use the WeBoost constantly, all the time. It's almost always on, and that gives us super strong, reliable coverage. If we didn't have that, we might not have as much luck with these.
No doubt about it. And I would definitely say invest in a cell booster. It doesn't have to be WeBoost. We love our WeBoost. We recently reviewed a SureCall Fusion one that worked almost as well as the WeBoost at almost half the price. But WeBoost also makes smaller versions that are meant for cradling the cell phone, but you could easily put this in the cradle and it would boost the hotspot too. So you can get a reasonable WeBoost.
Yeah, and they just came out with a new version specifically for RVs too.
I think someone asked if the AT&T was unlimited. So the Mobley is sold as unlimited, but what they say is after 22 gigs, you might become prioritized, which is different from being throttled. Because being throttled means once you hit the 22, you're going down to speeds. But with the AT&T Mobley, once you hit the 22, it just means if the cell towers are congested, then it will slow down.
Yeah.
So, that's a lot of talking, I'm sorry.
Winded after that.
I know, at this elevation too.
I know. It's funny, like we keep thinking that we're used to like being at high altitudes and stuff, and then we move like just 1,000 feet higher and we're like,
I know.
Can't breathe.
It is very easy to be short of breath up here. So any more questions, we'll open it up for a few more minutes. If anyone else has questions, just write them across the comment section there, wherever it is. All right, say something.
Yeah, so basically, we could show you around our site really quickly too, if you wanted to.
I think I'll go ahead and carry this with us just to keep it within range.
How do I turn this around? Okay, so this is our site. You see the pretty fall leaves, and it's pretty private. This is a nice spot.
What's that question? Oh, what's your favorite place so far?
It's really hard to choose a favorite place. Let's see if River's over here. We have favorite places for different things. Riv, where are you?
One of our favorite. Oh, there's the pup.
There she is.
Is that a new question right there?
You've had the shirt on before. Looks like you're flipping us off. Oh, my cactus shirt. Yeah, this is one of the Westward Apparel shirts that we got. I really like it. I didn't realize it looked like I was flipping you off though. Sorry.
And back to the favorite places question. As far as favorite boondocking places, sorry, I'm trying to get this. Very bad connection. I'll take this out. Sorry.
We can go put it back on.
Yeah, let's go. Here, will you hold this? We really enjoy camping at Glacier National Park, at the Badlands. There's some great boondocking out there. But really, we love so many places we go.
I'm looking forward to meeting you guys. You've been a great inspiration to us and getting super excited. Awesome. Thank you so much.
You guys mentioned in another video that stainless steel containers to store your leftovers. What brand do we use? I don't think we use a brand, really, do we?
No, I don't remember the brand at all. I just got them on Amazon. Actually, the ones I got were one of the cheaper versions, and I do want to upgrade because the lids on them were kind of just flimsy, and they have warped and stuff, like if they get too hot or something like that. Yeah, so I want to get like snap-on lids for my stainless steel containers.
Oh, sorry, go ahead.
It's just important to check and make sure they're not coated with anything that's harmful when heating them up too.
So someone had an Amazon question. I didn't have time to read it. So if you want to ask that Amazon question again, just copy and paste it.
And that might have been about the containers too.
No, it was after that.
Okay.
And then someone asked about critters also beforehand. If we have any problems with critters, and we have had some mice found in our camper. 2 times in 2 years we've had it, and that's
not that often.
Not that often.
It's definitely one of those things. When you get in these areas, it's a nice warm spot that they want to get to when those cold nights come in. So we have we've made sure to seal up any areas where they might be able to squeeze in under the camper, any cracks, crevices, spaces like that. Make sure just the RV is impenetrable.
Yeah. And then there's always a way they find a way in, or it can always be a way they find their way in. In that situation, we have these scented pouches, and they just kind of drive them out.
They're like Fresh Cab was one of the brands we've used. We used a different one last time, I don't know, but they're just like herbally mixtures that they don't like the smell of, that repels them. And then we also got this little thing that you plug into an outlet, and it emits different frequencies that we can't hear, but they don't like. So
and it's safe for the dog too, it said.
Yeah.
So River doesn't seem to be annoyed by it, and it said on the package that it wouldn't affect her. So All right, well, if that is all the questions, we will go ahead and wrap it up. But, oh, look like we got one more. Love all the campground reviews. What comes first, bigger truck or bigger RV?
For us, it would be a bigger truck. I think it's just, this truck has been all over the country so many times, and we would like a little bit more space and the potential to get a slightly bigger travel trailer in the future. Right now, we couldn't tow anything heavier than what we have. So definitely the truck would be the first thing. I could also then convince Kyle to let us get another dog at that point, because there would be room.
All right, let's go up over these real quick. Someone said, do we get our door fixed? And not yet. That's in the works for the next few weeks once we get to a much drier climate. Yeah. Someone else asked about our dinette table, if we ever use it, or is it down all the time? And it is now permanently gone, or at least permanently gone temporarily.
Yeah, it's just, we've decided it's easiest to keep it in bed form all the time. It's too much of a hassle, and plus we have the bed topper now, and it just really wouldn't work. We would have nowhere to put that giant thing. So right now it's just the bed. And someone asked about the best program for meeting other people on the road. So we like to use Facebook groups, joining full-time RV groups, joining memberships like Escapers or Escapees. Same thing, different sections of it. Being active on certain Instagram, you know, accounts is really helpful. We've met a lot of friends through Instagram, whether it's just searching for other full-timers or looking in the area and seeing what other travelers are around. Our Village is another option where you can check in to where you're at and see what other full-timers are around you. And the biggest thing is just reach out. If you follow someone or are friends on social media and you see that they're nearby, just say, hey, would you like to go out to dinner with us or something? We've done this multiple times recently. We always make great new friendships out of it. It's a lot of fun. So yeah, just put yourself out there. Someone asked if we would ever consider a German Shepherd, and I would say nothing would be not on the table to consider, but we definitely want to get it from the pound. Yeah, we do want to rescue our next dog as well, so we really don't care what breed or if it's any specific breed, just that they fit with our personality and lifestyle and that they get along with River. Awesome, Adam. So thank you, and we want to say thank you for your comments, and thank you everyone for tuning in today, because we like doing these live videos about once a week, and they're just fun, especially if there is a question like the one today where we can talk about it and then hop into a Q&A. Yeah, definitely. It's a lot of fun to do these in this format and be able to answer directly on the spot your questions. You get to see how awkward we are without the editing, you know, filtering out all of our missteps and stumbled words. Yes, so stay tuned. Thanks again, Hannah's Workman says. Miss Workman, I'm sorry. I'm trying to read with my glasses on. All right, whatever. We're signing off. Thank y'all so much for tuning in, though. And don't forget, subscribe if you're not already. Give it a big thumbs up. And yeah, we'll see you guys next time. Yeah, thanks, guys. Bye.